So in this video, I'm really excited to share with you a strategy that we have that creates an ecosystem with your ad campaigns. And we call this strategy conversion branding. The reason why we call it conversion branding is because one, its focus is on getting people to convert. And two, its focus is to build your audience brand awareness, get more people to know you, like you, and trust you, and just really build a huge ecosystem and a momentum to drive more buyers down the funnel and allow you to scale not only in Facebook, but also outside of Facebook, Google, YouTube. And we're going to go in detail, and we'll give you several trainings after this one, of course, to answer all your questions, as well as go to detail in each specific part, because the strategy is pretty comprehensive. But I want to give you a quick overview here with a quick strategy guide. And what we have here is a simple webinar funnel outline. So if you can see, it's an opt-in page, going to the thank you page, going to the webinar. Then we have, your application, schedule, sales call page. So this is a standard high ticket webinar funnel. And what I've laid down here is I have the conversion branding process up here, and we have the ads down here. There's essentially two parts to the conversion branding ecosystem when you're trying to build this out. The first part is your direct to offer. This is literally going direct to the market with an offer to get a sale today. And this is where you start in the bottom of funnel. The reason you start this way is because you want to be able to get cash flow coming in first into the business before you start spending out in conversion branding video assets in the top of funnel. So if you see here, we have a cold direct to opt-in ad. So this is your standard, either short form, long form, medium form, or video ad copy that goes and directly and entices people to take one action. That one action is to opt in to your webinar. Then people will go to the webinar, and then they go to the application page. Now you have two drop-off points, right? You have people who applied but didn't schedule. You send them a retargeting ad, and then you have people who applied but didn't complete the scheduling portion. Again, another retargeting ad, and you do the standard retargeting sequences, or you can follow some of the things that we have in the playbook in order to do retargeting stacking there. However, this is, again, the direct to offer and retargeting, and this is standard that comes with pretty much every funnel on every campaign to get sales today in order to increase bottom line for the client, in order to pay for top of funnel brand building and brand awareness campaigns. So how do you do that? Okay, so there's essentially three parts to the conversion branding on the top of funnel. The first is you're going to have a cold section, then a warm audience section, and then an offer audience section, okay? And I'll explain what that means in detail. For the cold, it's just that. These are your cold audiences that don't know you, that have no idea what you do, and that you're going to indoctrinate to bring them into the funnel with content videos. And these videos are typically educational based up here, how-tos or how-Is, training them and showing them essentially what your process looks like, what you do, how you can help them get quick wins. And every single cold video, what we've noticed and what we found that works really well, if we're doing a video views campaign, or even if it's a traffic campaign, I've showed you ecosystem videos where we have direct to blog campaigns, traffic campaigns, just drive them somewhere. Drive them to a call to action. It's a soft call to action, obviously. It's not going to be like buy my stuff now, but it's a soft call to action to click a button to learn more, either about you, going to the About Us page, or to a blog campaign, or to a pre-sales letter. Something that they can learn a little bit more about you, and you can pixel them and also build those video view audiences so you can retarget them in the middle of funnel. Now, the middle of funnel, this you can see we have no links to an opt-in or for any other thing on our retargeting sequence. Middle of funnel videos actually builds the relationship. You teach them more about who you are, what you think, your unique philosophies. And essentially what you're doing here is you're building that rapport. And you do that just by targeting people who've engaged with you in the cold, in your cold audiences. And this, you'll get really low 25% video view costs, ideally less than $1, but actually if you really want to go, ideal less than 25 cents, ideally 9 cents, 9 to 25 cents. That's not a hard KPI. You can calculate the numbers that work best for you, but you want to be within 5 to 50 cents, less than $1 here in your middle of funnel warm audiences. Again, the closer you are to less than $1, the better it's going to work out for your bottom line metrics. But I'm just giving you out numbers of like 5 cents to 50 cents because that's what I've seen. That's what we've done. So I think you can definitely hit those numbers as well. Now going here, what you're building is you're building warm audiences, and you're actually targeting them with two separate types of videos: your warm videos and then your offer videos. So these are not two separate distinct audiences, they're just two separate distinct content type videos. Okay, so who are you targeting here in the warm and the offer? You're targeting people who've been pixeled on your website. You're targeting people who've watched 25% of your cold videos. You can do 10%. I'm not saying you can't do that. However, I feel that someone is more committed if they watched at least 25% of your video, especially if your videos are 5 to 10 minute trainings. Because if someone who's watched 3 or 5 or even 10 minutes of a 10 or 20 minute training, they're committed and they're engaged. Okay, so it's people who've been pixeled, people who've watched 25% or less, so you can do 10% of your cold videos, and your page fans. Okay, so we're going with really warm audiences here. And then what we're going to be doing here in the bottom of funnel in the offer ads was we're going to film 60-second or less videos that we can place on Instagram and Facebook. And we're going to essentially pitch them an offer. And the offer can be whatever it is that you're promoting. If you're promoting a webinar opt-in, just promote them back to the webinar. And you don't have to introduce who you are here. You don't have to introduce what you do, or you don't have to introduce how you help them solve it. You just have to call out the pain that they're experiencing, how they can get a solution, and what action to take. Swipe up to join us on the next training, or click below to register for the training. It's pretty simple stuff. Same thing for the application. If you're retargeting, you can actually put multiple call to actions within this offer sequence, but you can separate each optimization event by campaign. So for example, you can have an offer campaign optimizing for opt-ins for the webinar. Then you would have another offer campaign targeting the same audiences, but your optimization point is going to be for completed the application or actually scheduled my strategy session. So this is a quick overview of the conversion branding process. We're going to have a lot more videos of trainings educating you how you can actually deploy this, looking at behind the scenes setups, as well as what messaging goes where. But essentially, the whole idea here is we're trying to build an ecosystem that you can scale out of Facebook. Facebook costs are increasing. However, we're able to decrease those prices by actually having more components going at once within Facebook. So that's the conversion branding strategy overview. If you have any questions, please post them in the group. We'll be more than happy to review those with you.
All right, hey, if your business is doing $20,000 to $50,000 per month, and you're kind of like stuck in this little spot there. You're running most of the things by yourself. You're doing pretty well, but you don't really have like a team built, and you want to start scaling, and you know that paid traffic is going to allow you to do that, but you're just kind of not sure how to get that whole thing working, and how do you manage all of this along with everything that's on your plate. If that's you, then I've got something for you right now. What we've done is we put a program together that I call the Directive, and it's geared just for people like you that are in your spot right now. It's meant to help you get over that hump and be able to put the processes and systems in place that not only extend across your paid advertising, but also into the back end of your business, so that you can scale up your business to the 6-figure mark per month and beyond. That's exactly what this is designed for. And we've got a private group here that we've limited to 30 select entrepreneurs that are in that space right now, where you're doing at least $20,000 per month, and you want to start putting systems and people in place and start growing and scaling in a time leveraged manner using paid traffic and get to that 6-figure per month mark. We're able to help our customers rapidly get to that mark inside of this program that we call the Directive. Now, like I said, it's limited to just 30 entrepreneurs that fit this criteria. And even though you may have these base criteria here, we still may not be a good fit. So if you're in that spot and you would like to work with me and my team in a one-to-one manner on your ads, your offers, and your funnels, along with the back end of your business, so that we can get you in that spot where we can take you from where you are now to 6 figures plus per month, then go ahead and click the link that we're going to put in the comments below this video, and it's going to take you out to a page where you can apply to talk with one of us on the team. You may talk to me, and you may end up talking to one of my other team members, who is one of our qualified trainers, also an agency owner, very good friend of mine. We will only work with the best people. You may talk to me or one of those trainers, and we'll talk about your business and see if this is a good fit for you or not. We'll answer all your questions, make it real simple. Like I said, only if you meet that criteria. You got to be doing at least $20,000 per month, and you want to start putting systems and stuff in place so that you can leverage paid traffic and get to 6 figures per month. All right? So if you meet that criteria and you want to talk further, see if the directive is a good fit for you, fill out the form below. We'll get on the phone, talk with you, see if it's a good fit. If it is, we can talk about what it would look like to move forward so that we can help you more one-to-one, get to where you want to be. To the victor belong the spoils. This is Jason Hornung.